At 79, Jaclyn Smith, the beloved star who captured hearts around the world, is facing a tragedy that is hard to imagine. For decades, she has been a symbol of talent, charm, and hope. But behind the bright lights and applause, there is a story that is deeply heartbreaking. You might remember her as the face of a famous television show that changed television forever. But what most people do not see is the struggle she has endured in her personal life. What if I told you that one of the people who brought so much joy to millions has faced a pain that is almost unimaginable? That is the story we need to understand. Jaclyn Smith was born in 1945 in Houston, Texas. From an early age, she showed a love for performing. She dreamed of being on television, of telling stories that could make people laugh, cry, or think. She started with small roles in commercials and television shows, always working hard to make her dreams real. Her big break came when she was cast in a show that became a cultural phenomenon. Millions tuned in every week to watch her and her co-stars solve mysteries and face danger. Jaclyn did not just play a character, she became a friend to viewers, someone they could trust and admire. Her smile, her voice, her presence, it all felt genuine, like she was someone you knew personally. But behind the fame, Jaclyn's life was not perfect. Fame can be exciting, but it can also be lonely. She has faced challenges that many people could not imagine. Health struggles, family difficulties, and personal losses have all left their mark. And now, at 79, the tragedy that has touched her life is something that reminds us even our heroes are human. Jaclyn's personal life has been a roller coaster. She was married multiple times, searching for love and stability. Each relationship brought hope, but also heartbreak. Losing someone you love or facing betrayal can shake even the strongest person. Jaclyn's story is a reminder that life does not always go the way we plan, no matter how much talent or fame we have. Recently, she revealed a part of her life that shocked fans and broke hearts. For someone who has spent decades giving happiness to others, the struggle she faced is deeply emotional. It is not just about health or age, it is about loneliness, loss, and the feeling of being misunderstood despite a life full of achievements. In interviews, Jaclyn has spoken about the importance of family, friendship, and keeping a positive spirit. But she has also admitted that sometimes, despite all her work and accomplishments, she has felt sadness and worry. At 79, facing the reality of aging and the losses that come with it is hard for anyone, even someone who has lived a life many people envy. Jaclyn Smith has not just been a star on the screen, she has worked to make a difference in the real world. She has supported charities, helped those in need, and used her fame to bring attention to important causes. But even with all the love she has given to others, life can still be unfair. The tragedy she faces reminds us that pain does not always come to those who deserve it. It is easy to see a celebrity and think their life is perfect. We see the smiles, the glamour, the awards, and we imagine everything is easy. But Jaclyn's life teaches us that even people who seem to have it all can face struggles that are invisible to the world. Her journey shows courage, not because she has never faced problems, but because she has continued to face them, day after day. Her story is a mix of joy and sorrow. She made people laugh, feel inspired, and even dream bigger. And yet, at the age of 79, she reminds us of the fragility of life and the deep emotions that connect us all as humans. So what can we learn from Jaclyn Smith? First, that life is unpredictable. Second, that even those who seem strong can feel weak. And third, that kindness, love, and understanding are more important than fame or recognition. Jaclyn's life encourages us to be gentle with ourselves and with others. We never know what someone might be going through behind the scenes. Her story is heartbreaking, yes. But it is also a story of humanity, of a woman who faced challenges head-on and who still managed to touch the lives of millions. That is why her journey matters. That is why we remember her not just as a star, but as a person who has felt joy and pain, triumph and tragedy, just like all of us. At 79, Jaclyn Smith reminds us that even legends are human. Her story may be sad, but it is also a powerful reminder of the strength it takes to keep going. For all the fans who have admired her, the best way to honor her is to understand her story, to recognize the pain she has faced, and to remember that behind every bright smile, there may be a hidden struggle. Her tragedy is heartbreaking. But her life, her work, and her spirit will never be forgotten. If Jaclyn Smith's story moved you, share it, remember her journey, and never forget that every person has a story that deserves to be heard.